Hello my dear students, welcome to your geography class. I hope you all are doing good. In this video, we will learn our very new chapter of geography. That is composition and the structure of the atmosphere. Let's start with the introduction. The atmosphere is the blanket of air surrounding by the earth. Without it, Earth would have been a lifeless planet. It not supplies air, water to plants and animals but also protect them from the harmful rays of the sun. The atmosphere stretches above the earth to the height of more than 1000 kilometers. It is held in a place by the earth's force of gravity. Gravitational forces are stronger near the surface of the earth and therefore the density of the air is denser and near the surface of the earth and gets thinner as one goes upwards. Composition of the atmosphere is the mixture of several gases in different proportion. The composition is as follows. The nitrogen is composed of 28%, oxygen 21% and other gases are 1%. Some dust particles are also present in the atmosphere. Nitrogen is the main and the most important and abundant gas is useful for the survival and the growth of the plants. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted to nitrogen compounds by nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the soil. Plants absorb its compounds and convert them to the proteins. Animals take this protein by eating plants or other animals. Present is the oxygen. Oxygen ranks at the second most plentiful gas in the atmosphere. It is essential for the survival of plants and animals. Living beings need this oxygen to breathe and stay alive. Green plants produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is used up by green plants for making their food. So carbon dioxide used up by plants during the photosynthesis and release oxygen used by living beings. Thus, nature helps in maintaining the level of oxygen in the air. However, human activities are disturbing and this balance by pollution in the air. Next, we have one fact. Tropopause and stratosphere were discovered by Leon Depotte, a French scientist who was the first person to launch hundreds of weather balloons from his observatory of the atmosphere. The atmosphere has layered structure. It's roughly divided into troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and the last we have exosphere. Troposphere, the lowest and the densest layer of the atmosphere, is known as troposphere. About 3/4 of the mass of atmosphere is in this layer. Sphere in which change related to the weather conditions occur. It protects us from excessive heat of sun during day and keep the earth warm at night. Extends roughly up to a height of about 8 km near the poles and 18 km over the equator. Vapor and dust particles are found only in this layer and it has about 90% of the air in the atmosphere. Stratosphere. The stratosphere lies above the troposphere. There is a gradual increase in temperature in this layer. This is the layer in which air travel is safest because there are no bumpy pockets of air. Therefore, aircrafts usually fly in this layer. It also has a band of ozone gas which protects us from the sun. It is called ultraviolet rays. It is also called ozonosphere, which is quite warm due to the absorption of these rays. The upper limit of this layer is called stratopause. Stratosphere. This layer lies above the stratosphere. It extends from about 50 km to about 80 km above the mean sea level. This layer has the lowest temperature in the atmosphere. It is the coldest layer of the atmosphere. The upper limit of this layer is called mesopause. Next layer we have is the thermosphere. The thermosphere lies above the mesosphere. This layer extends from about 80 km to about 400 km above the mean sea level. This layer has the temperature that increases rapidly with the increase in height. It reaches more than 15,000 degrees Celsius. One does not feel warm in this layer as thin air holds little heat. The thermosphere protects us from meteors and absolute satellites, as the high temperatures can burn nearly all debris coming towards the earth. The thermosphere can be divided into two parts. The lower part is the ionosphere and the upper part is called exosphere. Let's learn about the ionosphere. It lies above the mesosphere and extends up to the height of about 400 km above the Earth's surface. It contains electrically charged particles called ions, which help in transmitting communication signal. Radio waves are reflected back to the earth from this layer. Communication satellites help in transmitting the signals back to the earth. Temperature rises rapidly with altitude in this layer. Near the North Pole, the phenomena is known as aurora borealis, and near the South Pole, the phenomena is called aurora australis. Last layer we have is the exosphere. It is the uppermost layer and the density of air is very low in this layer and it is in a rarefied form. In this layer there are very light gases like hydrogen and helium which found in this layer. The temperature increases with the height and may reach about 4500 degrees Celsius. With this, we end up our chapter. We have learned all about the atmosphere, its composition and the structure with the different layers included. So I hope the chapter is clear to you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.